man, what a day. I can't believe how long it took me to get home today. 2 hours in the car. This is ridiculous. At least I'm home now, where I can start doing homework. Yay. Okay, let's see. What do I even have to do again? I don't remember. There are so many things. I think there's 2 tests this week, an essay. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Let me check in my bag. Where's that planner? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Alright, the test. And... uh-oh. I have to do a video project on orphanages in South America. Oh, whatever. I'm just so tired. I'll take a nap, and maybe it'll just come to me eventually. Or not. Good night. Oh my gosh. Will you look at this kid? Hey, hello, dummy. Wake up. You have a project due in 3 days. Hello, anyone over there? What? What? How is this happening? Who are you? I'm you, from the future. Actually, 4 days into the future, for being specific. But that's not really important. I'm here to save you a lot of time and trouble. Did you start your fieldwork project yet? Yeah, didn't think so. Good thing I'm here. You need to get to work right now. And I'm being serious. There are so many things that you still have to learn about orphanages in Latin and South America. And you still haven't done the video to go along with it. Did you start thinking about what you want to do yet? Not yet. I'm still waiting for some inspiration. Well, here I am, your inspiration. Get up. We have a lot of work to do. Okay, so you'll want to look up some reputable news sources. Alright, here we go. So the UNICEF website was really helpful. Did you know that there are more than 10 million orphans in Mexico and South American countries alone? Seriously? Yeah, look right here. In 2015, Mexico reported 400,000 orphans in orphanages, and that's not even including the 100,000 that are living on the street. Guatemala reported 370,000, and Honduras reported 170,000. And those were all lowball estimates. But here's the really interesting part. More than 80% of all of those kids have at least one living parent. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Actually, it does make a lot of sense. See, what happens when kids are born into poverty is that the parents don't really have the funds to get the kids the basic things that they need, like clothes or food. And actually, food is the #1 reason the parents cited as to why they put their kids in the orphanages in the first place. So, some other reasons that the kids could end up in the orphanages are because the parents are trying to get them away from all of the drugs and violence that they would experience by staying in these poor areas. So you have all these kids that are labeled as orphans when really one or maybe even both of their parents are still alive and well. And they may even see them once in a while. Okay, so that doesn't sound so bad. I mean, the kids get to see their parents, and they get fed. It says so right here. I mean, I know it's not ideal, but at least they're not going to bed hungry at night. Well, you would think. The problem is, orphanages don't always get the funding that they need, and some of the kids end up going hungry anyway. Not to mention, being in an orphanage has a whole set of its other problems. Sometimes the kids end up getting neglected or abused by the caretakers, or they just end up getting involved in the gang violence anyway. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. So, let me make sure I'm getting this right. The parents are trying to set their kids up for a better life by placing them in the orphanages, but then the kids end up right back where they started? And actually, it could be worse. See, by being in orphanages, these kids can end up getting delayed physically, cognitively, behaviorally. Not to mention, whenever you're living in such close proximity to other people, your chance for getting a communicable disease kind of skyrockets by a lot. And you remember what an occupational injustice is, right?
Of course I know what it is. That's when someone's deprived from an activity that they find meaningful, and then they don't get to experience any life satisfaction.
That's right. Then you probably won't be too surprised to hear that these kids don't always get the education that they need or deserve. Not to mention the lack of access to toys and other things for them to do in their free time to develop their hobbies and interests just isn't there.
Well, no wonder they experience cognitive and developmental delays. Alright, so we know there's a problem with the system, and it clearly needs to be solved. What can we do?
Well, so that's when I went to a few different websites of all these cool different organizations. Let's take a look here. So this one helps to get kids have access to food, education, and some of them even teach them English and give them a vocational training if they're old enough. That way, they'll have all the skills that they need when they're adults so they can start working or even get a higher education.
That's awesome. So, how does OT play into all of this?
Nice try. I'm not going to do all the work for you. What do you think an OT can do to help?
That's kind of a hard question. I mean, OTs do so many different things. I guess it could definitely help out in the transition from being in the orphanage to going into work. They could also advocate for the children who are in the orphanage and get them the resources that they need. And they could also work with the families who are currently living in poverty who are thinking about putting their kids in the orphanages. That way they can get the resources that they need, and then maybe the kids won't have to go at all.
Now you've got it. I think you're ready to start the project now.
Oh, thanks for your help. Oh, wait a minute. Before you go, what did we get on the project?
You'll just have to wait and see.
Whoa. What was that? Did I just have a dream about talking to myself? That was weird. I learned a lot, though. I think I have some pretty good ideas for my project. I bet I could probably do it right now. Alright, let's get started.